Have you ever seen videos where police walk up to a car window and immediately say, "We smell weed"? For many drivers, that single sentence creates instant panic. Your heart starts racing. Your mind starts spinning. People begin talking too much. Some start apologizing. Others start explaining things nobody even asked. And many people accidentally give away rights they didn't even know they had. But what if you knew the smartest, calmest response? What if one simple sentence could help you avoid making the situation worse? Today, I'm going to break down what it really means when officers say they smell marijuana, why they often say it, what legal issues can come from it, and the one sentence many lawyers say people should understand before they start talking. And if you enjoy clear legal education that helps protect you in real life, subscribe now for more videos like this. Let's get into it. When officers say, "We smell weed," that is usually not casual conversation. That statement can carry legal significance. In many places, the odor of marijuana has been used as a reason to investigate further, ask more questions, search a vehicle, or build probable cause depending on local laws. That means the moment you hear those words, the traffic stop may be changing into something much more serious. And most people don't realize it. They think they're just talking. But officers may already be gathering evidence. That's why what you say next matters. Now here's what usually happens. People panic. They instantly say things like, "It's not mine. I smoked yesterday. My friend was in here earlier. It's just CBD. I forgot it was there. We only had a little. I have a medical card somewhere." The problem is those statements are often made out of fear, and fear makes people talk too much. Even innocent explanations can be misunderstood. The roadside is not the best place to start explaining your life story, so what should you say? Here is the one-sentence script. I don't consent to any searches, and I choose to remain silent. That's it. Simple, respectful, powerful. That sentence does two important things. First, it clearly says you do not consent to a search. Second, it tells them you are using your right to remain silent. Now let me explain why that matters. Consent is one of the easiest ways police gain access to search. Many people accidentally give it away by saying, "Go ahead. I have nothing to hide. Sure, check it. Do whatever you need." Once consent is given, challenging that search later can become much harder. So by calmly saying, "I don't consent to any searches," you are protecting your position. Now, very important point. Police may still search if they believe they have another legal reason, but you should not be the person helping waive your own rights unnecessarily. Now let's talk about the second half. I choose to remain silent. After saying they smell weed, officers may start asking questions like, "Have you been smoking? Is there weed in the car? Whose bag is that? When did you last use? Why does it smell strong?" And this is where many people make their biggest mistake. They think honesty means answering everything immediately. But stress makes people guess. Stress makes people ramble. Stress makes people contradict themselves. Stress makes people admit things they didn't need to discuss. That's why silence can be one of the smartest choices. Now let me be clear. Silence does not mean being rude. It does not mean arguing. It does not mean acting hostile. It simply means you politely state your choice and stop volunteering information. And tone matters. Don't say it with attitude. Don't say it aggressively. Don't say it sarcastically. Just stay calm and say, "I don't consent to any searches, and I choose to remain silent." Then remain composed. Keep your hands visible. No sudden movements. No dramatic speeches. Sometimes people know the right words, but ruin it with the wrong behavior. Now you may be wondering, why do officers say they smell weed in the first place? There are several reasons. Sometimes they genuinely believe they smell it. Odors can remain in clothing, bags, seats, or from previous passengers. Sometimes they're watching your reaction. People often reveal a lot when startled. Sometimes they are building probable cause. And sometimes they are trying to separate stories between passengers. So understand this clearly. That statement may be strategic. Now some people say, "But weed is legal where I live?" Maybe. But that does not always end the issue. Even where marijuana is legal, there may still be laws involving possession limits, open containers, driving while impaired, underage possession, transport rules, or use inside a vehicle. So legal in one sense does not always mean legal in every situation. That's why roadside explanations can become risky very fast. Now let's talk about common mistakes. Mistake number 1, talking too much. Trying to clear everything up often makes things worse. Mistake number 2, lying. False statements can create new problems. Mistake number 3, consenting because you feel pressured. Mistake number 4, getting angry. Hostility escalates situations fast. Mistake number 5, sudden movements. Never start reaching into bags, glove boxes, pockets, or under seats without clear instructions. Now, what if there is nothing illegal in the car? Even then, people still talk themselves into trouble. They say things like, I smoked at home earlier. My roommate smokes. My jacket probably smells. I had some in here last week. Those statements may create more investigation than silence would have. Now, what if there actually is marijuana in the vehicle? That depends completely on local law and the facts of the situation. But if legal risk exists, silence becomes even more important. People confess ownership to protect friends. Others blame passengers. Some minimize quantities. Some make statements later contradicted by evidence. Do not try to out-talk the situation on the roadside. Now, if you're a passenger, don't make the mistake of jumping into the conversation. One officer asked the driver a question, and suddenly 3 passengers are shouting 3 different stories. That chaos helps no one. Stay calm. Stay quiet. Do not volunteer unnecessary statements. Now, if police ask you to step out of the vehicle, comply calmly. Do not argue while seated. Do not reach back into the car suddenly. Do not slam doors or make dramatic gestures. Step out safely, and if needed, repeat calmly. I don't consent to any searches, and I choose to remain silent. Now here's something many people need to hear. Your goal is not to win the argument on the roadside. Your goal is to get through the encounter safely while protecting your legal position. That means be polite, be calm, be brief. Don't volunteer evidence, don't resist, and if needed, ask for an attorney. Now, another important truth, many people think only guilty people remain silent. That is false. Innocent people forget details. Innocent people guess timelines. Innocent people contradict passengers. Innocent people panic. Innocent people talk too much. Silence protects everyone. And remember, marijuana laws are changing constantly. Some courts still treat odor as enough for probable cause. Others do not. Some states treat hemp and marijuana smell differently. Some require more evidence than smell alone. That means your rights depend heavily on where you are. Never assume one rule applies everywhere. Now, if you are detained or arrested, do not try to explain everything hoping it will clear itself up. Say clearly, I am invoking my right to remain silent. I want an attorney. Then stop talking. Many cases are harmed more by statements than by evidence. So here's the real lesson. This topic is bigger than weed. It is about pressure. When authority says something alarming, many people lose judgment. But calm people understand this. You can be respectful without giving up rights. You can be cooperative without confessing. You can be silent without being rude. That balance matters. So let's repeat the one sentence again. If cops say, we smell weed, say this. I don't consent to any searches, and I choose to remain silent. Say it calmly. Say it respectfully. Then stop talking. If you found this video helpful and want more practical legal education explained clearly, subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Stay calm, stay smart, stay protected.